This your main man, Maurice Emile, the people's poet. You know, poetry is an expression of self, expression of how you feel, and elevated minds is knowing what you've gone through, what you've been through. So the title of this poem is a freestyle poem, just off my head, Addiction. Addiction to love, addiction to drugs, addiction to the things that we think are most important, but why aren't we addicted to God? Addiction. Addiction to that girl that I love, or that man that does everything for me through material, money, and things. Addiction to using people because they buy you nice things. Addiction. Addiction to your pain. That's why you stay in the hell that you're in. Addiction to life. But you don't know the life that you're in. Addiction to the things that keep us from being who we're supposed to be, keep us from being what God intended us to be. Addiction. Addiction has brought me to where I am now, to share my pain, to show you how to uplift yourself from that addiction. I was addicted to love. I was addicted to drugs. I was addicted to the money and the love of the game. But the game ain't the same, and God is in the plan now, and the game has brought me from here to where I am now, and God has carried me the whole way. From prison to hoods to even guns being pulled on me. From jumping on other people to being addicted to this negative lifestyle. Being addicted to what we think has us up above our knees, thinking that we are more than just pleasers of ourselves. Addiction is what keeps you from saying, I love you. It's that addiction that keeps you from saying, help me make it through. So what is your addiction and how will you solve it? What is your addiction and how will you solve it? Your addiction is the core that hurts your heart because you can't let go of what you see. It is your addiction that will bring you down to your knees. Addiction. It is addiction that caused you to rob that man. It is addiction that caused you to lie to that girl. It is addiction that caused you to lie to that man. Addiction. What is your addiction? And how will you break it? What is your addiction? And why do you fake it? Addiction. How will I make it if I can't free myself? I took a 12-step program, but I'm still by myself. A selfish program, selfish recovery, but I'm still addicted to me. But if I'm addicted to me, who am I? And if you don't know yourself, you will follow others and be what they want you to be. I don't know the key to success, but the key to failure is trying to please everybody. Addiction. You are addiction to the lifestyle, addiction to the crowd. You're addiction to what everybody else wants you to be when you don't even know who you are yourself. What is your addiction? Addiction to having that money because if you don't have it, she's gone. Addiction to not taking care of your kids. Don't you think that's wrong? Addiction to wanting to do everything else but what God wants us to do. What are you addicted to?